Well, this morning, investigators still looking for a motive after a gunman opened fire on an ICE detention facility in Dallas.
Yeah, police say the shooter fired from a rooftop yesterday, killing one detainee and injuring two others before turning the gun on himself. Reporter Chris Sadeghi from our sister station in Dallas joins us once again live this morning. Chris, good morning. What are some of the latest details unfolding at this hour?
Good morning. The latest developments seem to focus around the shooter. We know that they have searched a couple of addresses that were connected to him as they look to get more information about his background and possible motivations. We also are hoping to get an update this morning on the detainee that was killed, the two detainees that were critically injured, what their status is, and also an update on who they are, the IDs, and what comes next for them.
Now, Chris, we're seeing a lot of new developments about the suspect. What do we know right now about his background?
Yes, our team here has been digging into his background. As I mentioned, those two addresses that were connected to him, there were FBI agents at each address, one of them in Fairview, Texas. That's a town about 25 miles north of Dallas. The other in Durant, Oklahoma. We saw the agents come in with their military-style vehicles to conduct that search, and we saw agents leaving the homes with evidence. The nature of that evidence, any information they were able to obtain, is something we're still waiting to hear.
Yeah, a lot of information. I know your team is combing through. One last question, Chris. Have officials said anything about a motive behind this attack?
Not specifically, but through our investigative work, we've taken a look at some of his online profiles and also talked to some of his childhood friends. They say that he was not really a political person from what they remember. In fact, they said he was one of the least political people they remember. This suspect, 29-year-old Joshua Johns, they said that he did spend a lot of time gaming, a lot of time online. There were some social media profiles out there that showed a Soviet flag as his profile. However, nothing that would really indicate any kind of anti-ICE ideology or rhetoric. So still a lot to get to with him, a lot to find out. And ultimately, they hope that they can uncover some kind of motive as to what led him to this building where he set up across about 500 feet away, I should say, at an immigration building, firing at the ICE facility, hitting and injuring and killing detainees, but we don't know if perhaps he was taking aim at law enforcement agents.
I mean, such a tragic and unsettling story for all of you there in Dallas. Chris Sadeghi, we appreciate you joining us with this morning's update. Thank you.